Hey, Savvy Lawyers, Claudia from Automio here. I hope that this finds you incredibly well. I am doing a video today about why your law firm's digital marketing isn't working. And before I crack into that, I just wanted to show you the bright lights of Atlanta behind me. I am in Atlanta, Georgia for work this week, and so far it's a pretty fab city. Anyway, back to marketing. So I've been talking to a lot of lawyers lately who have said that their digital marketing isn't working or it hasn't worked for them. So they've either hired a digital marketing person, or they've hired a digital agency, or they have even done some digital marketing themselves and they just haven't got really any results, or the results have been nowhere near as good as that they had hoped. And I can totally relate. When I had my law firm and I was getting Legal Beagle off the ground, I tried working with a couple of different digital marketing agencies and was really quite disappointed with the results. And that's actually why I went on to learn how to do digital marketing myself. Was because I got burnt a couple of times working with digital marketing agencies, so I just decided that I would give it a go myself. And which went well for me, but looking back, I can see why it didn't work for me working with digital agencies initially, and it's the same. I can see why the lawyers that I've been speaking to, I can see why it's not working for them, and there are really four reasons. There are four things that law firms need to get right in order to be able to do digital marketing successfully. And that's whether you do it for yourself, you learn how to do it for yourself, or whether you outsource it to an agency, or whether you hire, your own marketing person for your team. But there are really four things that you need to get right in order to do digital marketing successfully. And so the first thing is that you need to have a clear target market. You need a clear niche and a clear ideal client. You need to be really clear about who you work with and who you don't work with. You need to be really clear about who you can help and who you can't help. And this is where most law firms get stuck, because picking a niche and an ideal client, it's a big, bold move. And something I always say is that even though you may choose a particular niche and a particular ideal client, it doesn't mean that you have to give up all the other legal work that you do, or that if somebody comes to the door who doesn't fit that ideal client profile, that you would turn them away. But it does mean, from a marketing perspective, it's very clear to people who are considering hiring you as their lawyer, who you serve and whether they are somebody that you can help. So you need to make that really clear. And this is when, like I said, most lawyers get stuck, because they're just not willing to make a bold decision about who their target client is. And remember, if you want big results, you've got to make big moves. So that's the first big move you need to make. You need to pick a niche and an ideal client. The next thing you need to work out is you need to work out what it is that you're selling, and how can you help your ideal client. And it needs to be really clear. You can't say that you offer them all these different types of legal services. You need to pick one or one package of services and make it really clear that that's how you help your ideal client, your target market. And again, that's a big decision, right? It's a big decision to say, this is how I help, and this is how I help them. This is what I do, and making that really clear. And this is so important for digital marketing, because confused people will not engage you. Confused prospects do not buy. So you need to make it super clear who you serve and how you can help them. So that's the second thing. The second thing is you need to be very clear what it is that you're offering to these people. And then the third thing you need to be clear about is what result you can get for your clients. And this needs to be bold. When you're talking about the result that you get for them, you need to be bold about it. You can't say things like, we will get you peace of mind. Okay, Peace of mind when you're using a lawyer is just expected. You need to go above and beyond and tell them what you're promising them. And I know that your lawyer brain will be telling you, I can't make promises, I can't promise a particular result. And that might be true in some cases. Like, for example, if it's a litigation matter, you can't promise them that they're going to win. But there will be things about the experience of working with you or some other outcome that you can promise. So you need to start making, a bold promise about what the result is that you get. So that's the third one. You need a bold promise about the results that you get. And then the fourth one, the fourth thing is you need to create some urgency around why people need to get in touch with you and engage you now. Not next year, not next week, not in 3 months' time. You want to create urgency so they contact you now. And you need to be bold about it. You need to explain, what the risks are if they don't. And, that might be quite hard for some people to hear, but that is going to help you get people to email you, pick up the phone, schedule a call with you now rather than in 3 months' time. And some areas, some areas just naturally have some urgency, like buying a house, for example. There's some natural urgency there. But then there are some things like estate planning where there really, unless somebody is unwell, there just isn't a lot of urgency there. And that's why, marketing estate planning has traditionally been very difficult for lawyers. So those are the 4 things that you really need to get sorted before you engage or instruct or outsource to a digital marketing agency. So you need to, first one is you need to be clear about who your ideal client is, what your niche is. The second one is you need to be really clear about what it is that you offer them. You can't offer them a whole million trillion different legal services. You've just got to be really clear about what it is that you can offer them, how you can help them. Number 3, you've got to have a really clear, bold promise about the results that you can get for them. And number 4, you need to create some urgency around why they need to contact you now. So I hope that you found that valuable and useful. And I wish you luck with your next go at digital marketing or hiring a digital agency. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.